What's up? What's up, everybody? Good evening. You are now tuned in to the BRI, which is the Black Research Institute, where we're here and we're committed to solving problems. My name is Denoris Wilson, aka the brother, and tonight's guest is a young lady that I've been knowing, man, well over, I want to say 20 years. We met up in Connecticut. I met her brother, her mom's, her, and just so happens that all three of us love hip hop. Like we loved hip hop, and we all was trying to do our own little thing in the game. I had a record company up in Connecticut for a while. Um, Her brother was doing some things, and we never really got the opportunity to work with one another, but we never lost touch with one another. She would always, whenever she had a new project out, she would hit me up for a design or two, and it's been like that ever since I've known her, man. And so I'm excited to talk to her. I haven't really um spoke with her in a while, and I purposely didn't speak with her for this interview because I wanted it to be organic, because this is not only an artist to me, but this is a friend to me. So I want to catch up on what she's been doing, what she's gonna do, and any projects she got coming up. And we're gonna run the secondary intro, and we're gonna get back, and we're gonna come back with tonight's special guests. All right, so stay tuned.
Hi, this is Tracy Wilson, and you are watching the BRI with my husband, Denoris Wilson.
Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie, aka Muscle Mom. You're watching BRI Black Research Institute with your boy Denoris Wilson. Bye. Just like this sound. I love you, mommy.
All right, and we back. And tonight's guest, like I said, is none other than a friend of mine. Been in the rap game for a while, doing her thing. And what I like about it is because I know she loves what she does, because she's been doing it for a long time, consistently and with passion. So without further ado, everybody, I'd like to welcome to the BRI my friend and MC, Lady Rock.
Hey, how are you?
So, how you been?
I've been great. Awesome.
Good, man. We was just talking for a brief moment back in the green room, and it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It has.
It's been a long time.
Back to now.
Right. So, it's customary here on the BRI when we start off our interviews, we ask a couple of questions just to break the ice or whatever. So, are you ready?
All right.
Okay. All right. So, are you happy?
Of course, I'm not happy every day because of certain things, but you know what? At the end of the day, you pray about it. You thank God for opening your eyes. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So you can't always stress on the small things. You thank God you're alive, and that's what it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got another question to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Are you being safe?
Now, when you say safe, what do you mean? I'm always, you know.
You answer it however you want to answer it.
Well, I do wear my mask still.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But absolutely, yeah, I'm safe. I leave the house, you know. I try not to text and drive. I wear my mask.
Okay. Okay. So you really safe.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. So now we can start this interview. So
Okay.
Lady Rock, um, tell the people about yourself. Don't tell everything, then I won't have no questions to ask you. But tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do, and
Okay. So
introduce
those
yourself.
who don't know me, I go by the name of Lady Rock, and that's Lady with an I, not a Y, because I rock. Representing New Haven, West Haven area of Connecticut. I've been doing music for a very, very long time. Almost, I would say like almost 29 years. Basically that's it. I've never stopped doing music, been doing it since then, you know, whether it's doing shows or recording, you know, and each year I just push myself to keep going and keep going, and that's where I'm at right now, 29 years later.
Okay, Lady Rock.
Yes.
What made you? No, I know the story, but they don't. So, so what made you start rapping?
Well, at a young age, both of my brothers, Mr. CT and my oldest brother, Nene Hefe, they performed everywhere. They had a rap group called Animals of Confusion. They performed at colleges. They did open mics. They did all that. Wow. I was stuck in the house playing with Barbie dolls. And by me seeing them doing that, I was like, well, I didn't think it was fair. So I was like, no, I want to do what they're doing. You know, so in a way, they inspired me. So one day I went into my bedroom. I picked up a piece of paper. I picked up a pen. I wrote a few bars. They were all sitting outside on the porch. So I went outside. I spit my little bars. They all went crazy. And since that moment, I just never stopped rapping.
Wow.
Yep, that's how it started.
Hey, it's it's funny because there are a lot of different things that can motivate us, right? Like that can motivate us to actually explore other limits of our potential,
Right,
right? Like sometimes that motivation is because you're mad at somebody, right? Sometimes it's because you admire somebody.
right.
Sometimes it's because you're jealous. It's all types of things, right?
Yes.
But the important part is, right, is that obviously I'm not gonna say rapping is your purpose.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say that's your purpose, but you definitely found your gift.
Yes. You know, and I still sit there and wonder, I'd be like, I wonder what my purpose is, you know, like, you know, I do have those thoughts. Yes, I've been doing music all my life, but what is my purpose, you know? So,
I could be wrong, but
mhm.
maybe music is your purpose because maybe you might not know it. Maybe a young lady saw you rapping one day, and it was inspired to do the same thing. So you never know. I just know that you've been doing this a long time,
Yeah,
consistent,
yes,
like consistently. I mean, investing your own money, professional photo shoots, professional videos,
right.
studio, everything,
Yeah.
everything. Seen you do it, and and this is the thing, though, right?
Hmm.
Because if it was about you making money, right, you would have stopped.
Right. You're absolutely right. I'll say at first, my goal was to get a record deal, to get the money. But as of like years ago, I was like, I could never see myself giving up music unless I'm really, really ready to give up music. Because I feel like it's a stress reliever too. Like I could be having a worst day and I could just step on stage, or I could just pick up a pen and pad, or I could just turn on the radio. And it's like music, that's what saves me. I feel like music is, you know, my savior. So I can't even see myself giving it up. I joke with my oldest son, like I'm going to be rapping until like I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. That's how I feel about it. I love music. So it's not about the money.
Yo, I mean, I do too. I love rapping, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the fact that okay, I came up with an idea in my head, and I wrote it down in a particular way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if y'all feeling it like I'm feeling it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I want to see if y'all feeling this just like I'm feeling it, right?
Right.
And I get some type of, I don't know what it is, endorphins or whatever. I know when I do open mic or spoken word poetry, right? And I can go on stage, lady, and everybody be talking. They just be talking amongst themselves, and
Mm-hmm.
then I start spitting, and then it's like, you
Yes.
know, that look, that I don't know what that look, that
Right?
feeling right there, that's it for me.
It feels good.
I, it does, and what I like about you is you put on a show.
Yes.
Right, you don't just rap. It ain't just rapping. It's a show. You putting on a show, and I think that's a testament to, because you started rapping right in rap's heyday of making a whole lot of money. Like when you started rapping, rap was making a whole lot
Yeah.
of,
Yep.
like a lot of money. So and the reason why you was making that it was making that much money is because it was transitioning. It was transitioning from just raw hip hop to more mainstream.
Commercial. Yeah. Yeah.
So you came in on that. So you had a little bit of old school in you, right? Which is the bars and the
Right.
lyrics.
Right.
And you got a little bit of the new transition, which is the showmanship,
Mm.
right? The showmanship.
Right. And one thing I will say, but I'm still stuck in my old school. My old school. I'm still stuck on that. But one thing I will say is I love to create music that's just all types of music. I like my pop music. I like my R&B music. I like my straight hip hop music. Shoot, you give me a country song to jump on, I'll jump on a country song. I just love, I love music. So it's
You
just,
do.
uh-huh.
You do. You really do. Like I've seen some stuff you did. What was that one you did? It was more like a I can't remember the name of that song, but it was like a pop song.
Is it the one you did a cover for?
No, I like that one. That cover was nice. That
That
cover,
was dope.
that cover was dope.
I
That
know
was a
two
dope
pop
cover.
ones. I don't know.
It's it was like you was at a party or something, and it was a all white background.
Is it a recent one that I did like a year or so ago?
No, I can't remember, but I love that. I love that video. Like I love that video.
Videos I can't even remember. I don't even know.
Right now, you know what bugs me out too about New Haven and West Haven, right? Is that it's only two people that's been doing music in New Haven consistently,
Uh-huh.
that I know of
Oh,
consistently, and that's you
hmm.
and Bill Blunt.
I was just about to say Phil Blunt. Hey Phil, I love him. That's my boy.
Right.
Yeah.
You and Bill Blunt have been putting out music
Yeah.
consistently.
He's so dope though.
Hey, I think Phil is. They got a guy up. He from Waterbury. His name is EB. He nice too, but
Okay.
I think like with Phil and you, y'all are too close to New York.
Yeah.
Right? Like you benefit because you got the lyrical skills, the lyricism, right?
Right.
But it sort of hurts you because you're so close to New York
Right.
that the people in New York are not really gonna give you a shot.
Mhm. That is true. You know how many shows I done in New York, man? And it's just like, oh, you from Connecticut? Oh, okay, whatever.
Right,
But
right. You know, and you're dope. Like you're doper than and Phil is doper than a lot of New York MCs.
definitely is.
right? EB is doper than a lot of New York MCs. So, but because you're so close to New York, I guess they say I can get this in New York,
Exactly.
right? But imagine if you was in Charlotte, North Carolina, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it'd be a totally different thing.
Really would. I remember at one point, like years ago, I was even thinking about relocating down there, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I've done a few shows down there too, and the amount of love that I got was crazy. You know, I did a couple of shows in California, and the amount of love I got was just like, wow. It's like, yo, come down this way, yo, you'll blow up. I'm just like, it's not that easy.
It really is. I mean, you 21, you ain't got no kids, no
Exactly.
relationship. I'm gone. Right?
You could risk it all. You could do that. But
Gone.
me as a grown ass woman, I can't do that.
Okay, so what is the best part about MCing for you?
Just being able to just write down what I'm feeling at that time and just recording it and releasing it. Me being able to like express myself. You know, like I said, it's all about like sometimes for me a release. Or like I said, it's like music saves me. So just being able to express myself, write down some words, record the words to a point where a lot of people could listen and hear my work and hear my material. That's important. That feels good to me. You know, it feels good for people to actually listen to my music or become fans and support me. So that's a big deal.
Okay, so it's basically what I said about how it is with me. Like I had an idea, and
Hmm.
this is how I feel about that idea, and I'm expressing it to you. How do you feel about it? Right? Like how do you feel about this idea? How do you feel about the way I presented it? That's basically what it is. Like how you feel about, like, for example, when I hear like now you'll hear a rapper and two different rappers, they'll rap over the same beat,
Hmm.
right? It's the same beat, but it feels different,
Right.
right? If it just feels different with one person
Exactly.
versus the other person.
Energy. It's about the energy, you know?
Yeah, I think so. And with you, I think, like I said, I think your problem is that you're so close to New York.
Yeah.
I really and truly do.
I,
It's haterism,
big time.
right?
Big time.
Right. And I hate to say that, but let's keep it real though. New York for a long time, like people had to actually claim to be from New York to be like considered a legitimate MC.
Hmm.
Rest in peace. Remember, that's what happened to Steezo. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happened to him. He went on radio and said that he was from Brooklyn and New Haven. Like you grew up in New Havens, but rest in peace. Still a good dude.
Yeah.
But that was how it was back in the day. Like if you were an MC and you wasn't from New York, you wasn't no MC.
Exactly. That's crazy.
But they originated and they wanted to hold on to it for as long as they possibly could.
Hmm.
They ain't never getting it back though.
Right. That's right now. It's everywhere.
It's the rap. They rapping in Chinese now. You know what I mean? So who are some of your influences besides your brothers?
Besides my brother, oh my God, I'm influenced by so many people.
Name me your top 5.
Top 5. Oh, okay. Huge Missy Elliott fan. She's so freaking creative, man. She's so dope. The way she spits, how she thinks outside the box. Let me say. Of course, I love Nas. It's like spoken word, the way he speaks. Let's see who else I like. Lauren, of course, even though she dropped only one album. I love Lauren. Um, I dig Jay-Z, and then on top of that, I'm a huge Black Eyed Peas fan. Huge.
So you're more like you're more Missy than Remy Ma.
Yeah, it's kind of so weird. Like, it's so hard to put myself in a category, because I don't want to say like I'm all over the place, but I'm just not one dimensional. Like, I like to switch it up. But either do a full hip hop album, or I could do a pop album. You know what I mean? Like, which is why I threw in Missy, which is why I'm such a huge Black Eyed Peas fan, but which is why I'm also like straight hip hop. It's kind of weird, but it all comes together.
Right. Right. But what I think is, I think for you and Phil
Mm-hmm.
and EB and other MCs, I don't think like there's a category, right? Like, and if there was a category, it'd just be creative, right? Like you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
creative, because it's almost like if you are a rapper,
Mm-hmm.
you should consider a gangster rapper, a conscious rapper, or
Right.
be labeled as none of that. It's
Nah.
like basketball player, you're a basketball player. You're not a forward, you're not a center, you're not a point guard. You are a basketball player.
Right.
You are a rapper,
Mm-hmm.
and a rapper rhymes words. It has nothing to do with the beat. It has nothing to do with the beat. It could be a
Right.
country beat, it could be a soul beat, funk beat. It had nothing to do with the beat. You
Right.
gotta make those words, ride that beat.
Right. Right. That beat. I got a song called
That
that.
beat. You do?
Yeah, it's an old song. So.
I want to share something right quick. All right. I want to share something right quick.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Classic.
Hold on. Rest in peace, Black Rob.
If I played ball, my number would be 24. Cause you'll always catch me grinding even on hour 24. My 24/7 grind, watch me ball. My 24/7 grind, watch me ball. Cause I'ma grind till I fall, grind till I fall, grind till I fall, grind till I fall. Cause I'ma grind till I fall, grind till I fall.
When I'm on top, I'm still gonna grind till I fall.
Hey yo, I may not drive a Benz, but you can catch me in a Hyundai. But I know that one day that I'ma make it grande. Apartment in the hood, now it's soon to be mansion with a stripper pole in the bathroom, dirty dancing, bills out the yang, but I ain't talking twins though. Soon I'll be blowing money, something like the wind blow. North, south, west, and east, my Reverend Roger want a piece, but right now I'm trying to feast, get my pockets obese, tired of these ramen noodles. Can I get a
Real milk,
do you see this star of me, man? Give a girl a
real
so
deal.
me and my son could live. I'm the queen, he's the prince. Can't have the mansion, I take that house on top of the hill with a picket fence. I'm just trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. So I'm gonna live like so damn tense. It's an everyday struggle, and I don't understand because it makes no sense. I'm a grind till I fall. There's a lot of y'all that wanna see me fall, but the only
Yeah, this dude got money, got gunny. Born in Manhattan, raised in the universe. Seeing dudes around before they like you the worst. Get a grip, think you rich, got move first. Been had potential, set my potential. Speed the rose from the bottom, upper echelon now expanding. Rock a mini mansion on my arm now. Lately news, I'm hip like the bars. These dudes dipped in bras like baby shoes. I broke crazy rules, my gun broke law, broke jaws, beat the shoots and catch the switch for. The fool being piss poor, black over straight shooter. I don't miss y'all, that's what I'm rich for.
Play ball, my number would be 24. Cause you'll always catch me grinding even on our 24. On my 24/7 grind, watch me ball. On my 24/7 grind, watch me ball. Cause I'ma grind till I fall, grind till I.
All right, so
Yeah.
I showed that video just to like really
Grind till I fall, grind till I.
let people know like you have been doing this. Now that video is almost 7 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
7 years old.
7 years old.
Now we go to
Wish I thought y'all wasn't gonna see me. Lady Rock's here forever. Motherfuckers. Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. You best believe that. Let's take them back. Let's take them back. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this rap shit. I'll be doing this till I'm dead in the casket. Doing this for so many years. Let me make it clear. Yes, they mad my balls cut deep like a hatchet. They be like, who is she? She can rap. Where she from? Oh, she whacking. Never even heard me spit the bar too. Hating brother dudes who got kids they ain't a father to. I don't care, this hating shit makes me go harder too. They click the link in my bio, think they know about me. The type to kick in your door, don't you ever doubt me. And I don't need the 4-4 just to get my point across. I'm a cold-hearted bitch, I change my name to Morning Cross. Clouds is hysterical, I kill them with my lyrical. Have them begging for a miracle, you suckers is terrible. You see a cutie with a big booty, better take covers cause I spit bullets like I'm Call of Duty. I'm still here, still one of the realest, still one of the illest. Somebody call the doctor. Fuck with me, my uncle, you like Tommy Dick Proctor. Everything I do's 100 proof like it's vodka. Yes, I'm ladylike but disrespectful when I gotta be. Beat a bitch's ass like pinatas at a party. Beat a bitch's ass like pinatas at a party. Beat a bitch's ass like pinatas at a party. Lady, that's me so. Let me paint the picture like I'm Vincent Van Gogh. These rappers leave you dry, but my bars will get you wet. And when they do, you'll expand like the Rose of Jericho. Like the Rose of Jericho? Yup, look it up. The underrated chef of rap, watch me cook it up. I bake these bombs like a steak till they're well done. I'm the seasoning, the trust, I don't need the A1. Ha, I'm in my prime, they calling me Amazon. These haters ramble on and run their mouth like marathons. Until I show my 8 sides like an octagon. I'm guaranteed to plug your mouth like a tampon. Woo. I push your front legs back, don't try me. A river go cry me. I guess they mad I'm buzzing up just like a killer bee. My words sting, I make sure that you're hearing me. I drop bombs, I ain't talking funk flex either. They call me NAS every time I spit that ether. No, let's gusta, I guess it's me they don't like. Cause the killer show, all I need is one mic. One mic, one mic, one mic.
Fire.
fire. Fire. So you should have called that 1,000 bars, yo. 1,000 bars. 1,000 bars. Just 1,000 bars straight up. No stopping.
One of my faves. I freaking loved that song growing up as a kid. So
Hey, so when you thought about like, okay, when you put in your songs together, right? And do you see a picture or do you see like the end of the song?
honestly, it's just if I put a beat on, it's the energy of that beat that kind of inspires me. You know?
Okay.
So it's to me, it's all about the beat. It's all about how I'm feeling, how it's making me feel. And then that's how I'm able to just come up with something and be like, okay, this beat sounds like this. This is what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Because like you have some MCs, right, that can only rhyme to a particular style type of beat.
Hmm.
Right? If you notice, nothing against them, but the Amigos sound the same on every song.
Right.
Moneybag Yo sound the same on every song.
Hmm.
And a lot of these newer MCs, they're getting the benefit of um, effects put on their voices,
Right.
right? Like,
Mhm.
but if you look at the history of hip hop, the most successful rappers who have longevity, it's their real voice,
True.
right? It's Jadakiss talks like that. That's how Jadakiss talks.
Which is
You know what I mean?
they probably give better shows than some of the people who put the effects on their voice because people are like, wait a minute, why that sound like that? That's not how they sound on the song, you know?
Right. So with you, that's what I like about you. Like I can tell that it's you on that particular song
Right.
because that's your voice. I know that's your voice. That there's nothing over it. It's like if anything, he may have balanced the mid range or something,
Right.
but for the most part, that's your voice. There's nothing on your voice,
Right.
and and that's amazing to me in this day and time that you still record that way. Cause
Right.
see, I tell a lot of people, Tupac, when he recorded his vocals like 3 times, right? Like 3 different times, and he would stack them.
Stack them. Yeah. Stacking was a big thing back then.
Right. He would stack because it makes him sound fuller, and then it gives it a little bit of air too. Right. So he would stack them, but that stacking made his voice much more appealing.
Yeah.
I try to tell people engineers are amazing, man.
I love my engineer. Let me shout out my engineer Broadway. He's a beast.
Engineers are amazing. They got to hear everything,
Yes. Like
right?
I just put up the studio because I used to go back and forth to New York or New Jersey to record, and because of COVID, it messed me up. So I'm learning to record myself on Pro Tools. So I'm messing around with mixing, trying to mix my stuff. I said, I can't. It's too much. It's like
But since you got the studio now, it's a good thing. You can just record it and send it to him, and he can master it.
but I do. But I still try to practice and all right, let me try to mix this. And it takes a lot of work to actually you have to know what you're really doing to put that song together and make it correctly because
Yeah.
if not, it's gonna sound horrible.
Hey, hey, listen, man. Like when I call myself with a record company, and this is one thing that a lot of black people mess up and they do.
Hmm.
When they start a company, they want to do everything. They want to be the president. They want to be the CEO. They want to be the marketing director. They want to be the street team leader. They want to be the manager. They want to be everything in one person, right?
Hmm.
That's how I was when I had my record company. I would get MCs and I would take them to the studio and I'm mastering it, and I'm like, yo, I'm thinking it sound good, right? I'm thinking it sound good, and it probably does to me. But
Right.
man, this one time, this guy came in there and he mastered that thing, and I was like, it didn't sound like a different song. It just felt like one.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then from there, I stayed in my lane. Like that's like, I didn't mess with that.
Mhm.
So and so you do all your recording in New York?
Yeah, usually well, before COVID hit, whenever I had to record like any of my original music, straight to New York. And it's been like that for years because it's been really hard for me to find a good engineer that I like that's local for me. Well, he was local. He's from Hamden, but he just wound up moving to and I just been dealing with him ever since. But I do record still. I have a few places down here that I do record if it's emergency.
Okay. Now, why haven't you worked with Phil yet?
Oh, me and Phil have been in the talks very recently, so I think it's coming. I actually was in I think he was on a song a few years ago, and I was actually like an extra in his video. I did something like that. But yeah, it's definitely in the works. So it'll be coming soon.
Okay,
Mm.
I like to hear that because that's to me that's two New Haven legends together.
Bill actually shot the video for my, oh my God, what song was it? Shoot.
When the one you was on Congress Ave,
Yeah.
when you
Wasn't
was in front of Ring One.
I was in the Ville. Not that song.
Okay.
I was on Dixwell Avenue in New Haven. Was
Okay.
some holding a pit bull.
Okay. Okay. Hey, he done came a long way with his videography, hasn't he?
I believe so.
I mean, he took off like a rocket with that, and the reason why I showed those two videos
Mm-hmm.
was to show growth,
Right.
right? That's growth because that first video, you could tell whoever was filming it, not that they were new, but at that particular time, that was how they were filming videos. It was more of a mini movie sort of thing.
Right. Yeah.
But now it's just videos is just all energy. It's just
Yeah. That's all. Yeah.
right.
Everything.
It's just energy. So and I like it because I mean the spit is the same. It's still fierce on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it shows that you don't need like a partner to hold a track down.
Right.
Right. And which you normally don't do anyway.
No, but in this year I am gonna be getting into more features. I'm actually teamed up with this DJ from Italy. He's like a known DJ out there in Italy by the name of DJ Gio. So I'm gonna be doing something real house. It's gonna be a house song. So I'm gonna be teaming up with a few people because I am a very picky person. And I kind of like, I'm not one to put features on my albums or my mixtapes. I'm just not one to really feature anyone, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. But if I feature you, that means I really do like you.
J. Cole said it, but he said it best though. He said, "Let's keep it real." He said, "Niggas ain't worthy to be on my ish." You know what I mean? Like, and as an MC, that's one thing about an MC, right? Like, if you're an MC, if I acknowledge you as an MC, I think you dope. And actually, in most cases, if I acknowledge you, I
Right.
think you're better than me. I think you're better than me.
Right.
Like if I acknowledge it, I'm not gonna lie, I think you're better than me. But if I don't acknowledge it, you know, and then there's a lot of fluff in the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by fluff is metaphor heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's no clear pictures of nothing. It's just metaphor heavy. And which rapping is wordplay, but
Right.
it gotta go somewhere. Like the wordplay gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
That's why I like about like even this song what you did over your Triumph remix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was a braggadocious piece, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's a braggadocious piece. Each line gave you like, yeah, you know, this is what it is. you know what I mean? Each line gave you that feeling, yo, yeah, I got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas what they do in hip hop now, these young kids, they say some bull crap. They'll say some bull crap for 4 or 5 bars.
Right.
4 or 5 bars, 6, and then on 8th bar, they may drop a bad metaphor, and everybody like, ooh, but you just said nothing for 7 bars. You didn't say nothing.
Right. So true.
Right? But that's the way the game goes. And I also like the fact that you never switched up your style. Meaning Okay, the trap beats.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I, I'm not saying you can't do it. I've never heard one. You did do one. Have you did one? A trap beat?
I think I did. I got so much music. I honestly don't know. I know I've done a lot.
You have. You have. Now, what's your favorite project that you ever worked on?
Oh, there's so many. I think the one you did a cover for, They Don't Like Me. The
Yeah.
only reason why I say that, because I'm not really spitting on that song, but I think that's the first song that I was like, all right, let me really, really go commercial. Let me really, really do something I love to do, which is pop. And I kept it simple. Sung a little bit on it, dropped a few little bars, and it kind of blew up and got picked up on TV. You know what I mean? So it's
Oh, it did?
yeah, They Don't Like Me got picked up for on Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Wow.
along with another pop track, pop hip hop. Oh my God, got picked up on the Real Housewives of
I
Atlanta,
remember that one too.
and that is the kind of music that I love to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, I always like hip hop, but I like hip hop, that bouncy stuff. So it's like when I decided to do a little more commercially, that's what happened.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yep. Yep.
You get your ass cap?
Oh, I got BMI. I got my royalties and I still get my royalties. Listen, I'm about my business. Give me my money. If it's $2 or $1, I want my money.
Right.
But yeah.
I'm telling you, man, listen, if you got any type of talent,
Uh-huh.
you can make it, man.
Yeah. You put the work in, you stay consistent. I mean, you keep at it. I mean, sometimes it does get discouraging because like, I've been doing it forever. But if you just keep pushing at it, keep doing it, you'll get there.
They say if you do what you love, then it ain't work. Right?
That's
It's
true.
not
Yeah.
work then. And I don't think you working. I just think
That's,
you have fun.
I would take music full time over my full time job any day.
You would?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So tell me something.
Mm-hmm.
What new
This week I'll be dropping. I was supposed to drop it on the 4th, but I wanted to get the buzz going a little more for it. So I'll be dropping a mixtape called It's Bars Bitch. And this is actually, I dropped like 3 other mixtapes in the past, but I'm excited about this one. And the reason why I'm excited about this one is I think on each song, yes, I'm spitting bars, but it kind of takes you back to the old school hip hop. So each song up there is from like the 90s. I got one song that's from the 80s. You got Slick Rick or a Nas beat, the Fugees, the Firm. So I wanted to keep that kind of vibe and call it It's Bars Bitch. I'm so excited about it.
That's good. So
Yeah.
get any type of clearance?
It's just a mixtape, so it's not like I'm gonna be profiting from it. It's just something
Selling it, right.
to show my, lyrical style. Or to just push something to build a buzz, shoot a few little promo videos for it, get it out there, let people listen to it for free. You know what I mean?
So it's a setup.
Say that again.
It's a setup.
Yeah, because come later on this year, I'll get back to my original stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I want to do something free, something they could vibe to, something to get their attention, something to let them know this is what I grew up on. This is my kind of vibe. I now want y'all to listen to me. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be dope.
I can imagine, man. And you know what? And I can tell the world this. World, I was initially assigned to do the cover for this album. It's Bars, and I got fired. Like I was supposed to do the design, and she fired me. You know, she let me go.
No,
She let me go, y'all. I didn't make no money.
like
No,
yes, nope. Management was like, nope.
yeah, that's no cap. I listen. I ain't mad. I'm not even mad. I tell people like this. Look, man. Everybody ain't for everybody.
I know. Yeah, that's true. Same with me. Everybody don't like me. You can't,
Everybody ain't for everybody.
you know.
And I know if it was up for you, if it was really and truly up to you,
No, I don't
like
know.
if not for nothing, maybe you didn't go with me. If not for nothing, you would have gave me another chance to get it right.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
So I didn't feel any kind of did you feel any kind of way? Nah,
No,
that's cool.
it's not. I know you completely understood.
And then plus it's a new management for you, right?
Right. Yeah. The first manager I had his name was, oh my God, I can't remember. His name was Kevin. Can't remember his last name, but with EMG Music Group out in New York, the same people
Mm.
that Dylan was signed to. And he wound up passing away years ago. So after that, I was just like, I don't want to sign with anybody. I don't want no deals, nothing, because it's hard to find people that's actually true and willing to actually help you get to where you need to be. Everybody wants to take advantage of you. So I've always been skeptical of even having any kind of management or any kind of deals. Like I did everything, and I kind of do a lot of the stuff myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady.
And
you know this.
big
This,
time.
this is what Tribe Called Quest said. He said, industry rule number 3080. Record company people are shady. This is what they said. And they said this, and they said this in a song on a album.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I can imagine being
Yes.
an artist, especially like now,
Right.
because everybody has an angle.
Right. And I'm just like, don't come to me saying what you could do for me, what I could do for myself. Show me something that you could do for me that I can't do for myself. You know what I mean? I've
Get
been,
me in Walmart. Get
huh?
me in Target. Get me in Walmart. Get me in Target.
Right?
Right. Get my CD up on, somewhere up on there. Get me in Kmart.
Crazy.
Well, man, and then plus you still doing it during a time where, if you got the motivation and the know-how, you can do it without a major label. Like you can. Soldier Boy showed you that.
He was the
Gucci Man showed you that.
yeah, that's true.
They no major. So it's like now some artists need backing, meaning they need somebody to push them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like some artists need it, but then there's some artists that don't really need it.
Right.
Like I don't think that you need backing. I do think you need management.
Right.
I do think you need that.
But what I struggled with, a lot of the stuff is marketing. I've always struggled with marketing, A lot of that stuff they help me with, what to do, what not to do, how to get your numbers up. And I just listen, I follow, and it's been working for these last few months. So obviously I was doing something wrong in that area on my own until they came along.
Well, everything is a learning process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything is a learning process. And the thing about when you're trying to learn something that deals with something you love,
Mm-hmm.
like, letting go is hard. Like it's just hard because besides your kids, rap is your baby.
Exactly.
Right? It's your baby. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't let anyone get any type of real control over it because I'm protective of it.
Like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what I need to do when I don't need
Right. But I'm glad you relented and got your management.
Yeah.
I can say, they got you on that little what was that TV show where it was like 5 female MC'd. Oh no, was it you? No, that was you putting on the show. It was recently. It was
Oh,
a
oh,
virtual interview.
because DJ Buck reached out to me and had me reach out to DJ Reg, and that was dope because that was like a female, like a little female cipher with some
Right.
dope talent. All those ladies were just amazing, by the way. So that was pretty dope.
So, did you keep in touch with him?
Yes, we make sure we linked, exchange numbers, and I'm gonna try to see if I could do maybe a song or two with one of them. That would be good.
Yeah, because I think it's time for the world to really see you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I think it's time. And then the thing about hip hop though, all you need is one song.
all you need is one song. That's all it takes.
One song. One song.
I really thought "They Don't Like Me" was gonna be it. It's not too late for that song. I really thought that was gonna pop, pop, pop. I mean, when it hit TV, I did get like a lot of recognition. I got a lot of streams and a lot of playlisting for it. So that was awesome. But
That's the one, right?
yeah, but I'm just like, yeah, all it does, it takes one song. It takes one song. It's still not too late for that song, but I thought that was really gonna be it because it's catchy. But nope.
Well, you know what though, too, lady, is just also the one song that's the easy part for somebody like you. Like you can make a hit. It's not that you can't make a hit. A lot of stuff is timing.
Right. That's true.
It's just timing, right? Like and that's the hard part about like blowing. Like you just gotta come at the right time,
That's true.
right? Like it's just. Do you know why Jay-Z always used to drop his album when Nas dropped his? You
Yeah.
ever know that? Like that's you would think is underhanded. Like that's underhanded.
Mhm.
But Jay-Z dropping at the same time as Nas
Mhm.
actually is good for both of them.
Right.
Because you're gonna get Nas's album and see what he's saying, and you want to
Mhm.
get Jay-Z and see what he's saying.
Exactly.
Like that's business, right? And everybody like, yo, Jay-Z wrong for that. No, you're not. First of all, you're not taking any fans from either one of them
No.
because Jay-Z fans and Nas fans are not really the same type of fans.
I feel like everybody who likes Nas loves Jay-Z. I feel like that's probably why he does it.
Yeah, that's true. Or because they both dope to me.
Yeah.
Right?
They're phenomenal.
But with Nas though, I think you really gotta listen though. Like you gotta
on deep. Like
right, you gotta pay. And Nas is the educated. To me, Nas is the educated Raekwon the chef. Like Raekwon the chef don't be saying nothing, but it sound dope.
I like Raekwon.
I like Ray. Now, out of the Wu, who's your favorite?
I don't know. Well, I'll say back in the day. That's because girls. I don't know. Yeah.
Meth.
Yeah. I used to be like, I love me some meth.
Method Man can spit now. He can spit.
Yeah.
My favorite one. My favorite is
He's my favorite for the wrong reason.
I love the RZA. I love the RZA.
Oh.
As an MC, I love him as an MC because I think he's so abstract that, like, you know what I mean? It's just dope. Now, your favorite female MC, you said, is Missy.
Yeah, I love her. Man, if I could work with her one day, that would be awesome. She's so freaking dope. Like, no one could put on a show like her. No one could give a visual like her. Like, she's amazing.
Who is her male counterpart in hip hop?
Say that again.
Who is her male equivalent in hip hop?
Oh man, that's tough.
No, it ain't. It's so easy.
I don't feel like I can't even really. I could kind of say Busta's visuals back in the day, his videos,
That's it. That's it right there. Busta Rhymes is a male.
visual freaking crazy. Like he knew how to put together a video, like bonkers.
And you know what made Busta good too? Busta know how to pick beats.
And his voice just like he's dope.
Yeah. Now, did you like Raw Digger?
I did. A lot of people back in the day used to always say, "You sound just like Rod Digger." Oh, you remind me of Rod Digger. Actually, somebody left that in my comments recently too. Oh, you remind me of old school Rod Digger.
Well, yeah, but maybe I don't see it because I know you.
I've also
Right?
L.
Who?
Few people
Oh,
said
Boogie?
female version of Big L, which he's dope. He's dope.
Metaphors, like with the Triumph Me remix that you just did.
Yeah.
That was the most metaphor heavy song I've ever heard you do.
Wow. Yeah.
Like it was very like it was a lot of metaphors in that song. A lot.
Yeah.
And I've never heard you put, like, I've heard you do the metaphors, but I never heard you put them all and condense them all into one track, right?
Mhm.
So, and that's what Big L was. He was just a metaphor god. Like his metaphors were they were back to back to back to back to back. You know what I mean?
Got the Brat, which I kind of could see from back at her voice wise. I used to love the Brat too.
Yeah. I like the Brat too.
Love her.
Listen, I think what hurt the Brat though was because of her orientation.
Mm-hmm.
They knew she was dope, but how do you market her?
Right. Yeah, back then. I feel like I don't know. I feel like if she was to drop something now, maybe that's just my thinking. I think because she's fine.
It would be hot. It'd be
Yeah.
fire. She could, you know, and what's the young lady out of New York? What is her name? Lil Ma? Is it Lil Ma?
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or Lil Mama.
Not Lil Mama from Atlanta. Not.
My lip gloss popping? Lil Ma?
No, not her.
Oh, who?
What's her name? I forgot her name.
Lil Ma.
She
She a rapper?
Ooh.
Oh, Young Ma. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So her problem is it's the same way. How do you market her?
Yeah.
Because she dope, but how do you market her?
She be spitting, like for real, for real. Yeah. It's tough.
And that's one of the disadvantages of being a female MC.
Yeah.
Right? Like either if you notice all the female MCs that actually made it, it was more like they were MC models.
Yeah. Or she's half naked or shaking hands. You know how that goes. Sex sells, right?
Right. And that's a shame though, because like whether you like her or not, Lil' Kim used to spit, like, period.
Me some Kim. Yeah.
Foxy used to spit, period. Eve used to spit, period.
Yep.
Period. Regardless of how she looked or they were spitting bars, like for real. Competing with dudes.
Right.
But because they were females, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
That's how it
but
is.
Lady Rock, it's been a minute since I talked to you, and seemed like whenever we do get in a long conversation, it just go everywhere.
Yeah.
Right, it goes everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, seeing you again, I know I'm gonna be seeing you again. So whenever you drop something that you feel like you want, my viewers to know, just hit me up, man, and I bring you back and we'll make it happen. But before you leave, right, there are a couple of questions again that I have to ask you.
Okay. Whew, let's get ready for these questions.
So are you ready? It's only two, so but one is 3-part. So the first question is, what are you doing to push the culture forward?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I will say, when everything has been going down recently, I haven't been protesting, I haven't been doing any of that. But there's a song on my mixtape called Black Lives Matter. And that's one song that I'm very, very happy about it.
Okay.
So it's not like I could personally do a whole lot, but I do voice my opinion. I do speak up when I need to speak up. And I feel like with that song, it basically, I have a lot to say in it.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with
yeah,
that. Look, that's what it's about.
yeah, definitely.
The next so the next question is, I need for you to name me 3 famous or important black people, but they can't be athletes or entertainers.
Important black people. Of course, I'm going to say Martin Luther King, in which I have him on that song as well. Um, Rosa Parks and my mama.
I know that's right. I love your mama. You know I did. I love your mama.
There's so many important black people that probably a lot of us don't even know of, But
But that's why I ask everyone that question.
yeah,
I ask everyone that question because it may be somebody that you know that I
mm,
don't know, and I would want to go back and figure, investigate about that person. I ain't got to investigate about your mama. I know your mama. I knew your mama, so I like your mama. Me and your mama is cool.
yeah,
But um, it's been enjoyable, and I'm not gonna wish you luck because I don't wish none of my guests luck. I know I just what I will say. I I I beseech on you or bestow on you
hmm
the will and the determination to accomplish whatever you endeavor.
Thank you.
Right,
Yes,
whatever you want to do, I bestow on you the will and determination to make it happen. And I'm looking forward to it. And if you need me, you know where I'm at. So you
absolutely.
with me,
Thank you
and
so much for having me and taking the time out to speak with me. I really appreciate it.
come on, man. You may not want to believe it, but you are a legend. You
Thank
are a legend.
you.
You think about it, man. Like where you're from. Name an MC that's been in the game as long as you. Name an MC that's did many projects as you've done. No, right? Like you're a legend, and I ain't saying that for you to get the big head, but if someone want to know how to get in the game and be consistent, they need to look at your biography.
Thank you.
Right? Just look at your biography. Look at the work that you done put in. And
Hmm.
that's called doing what you love. And I know you love rapping because you've been doing it for so long.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you. And every time you drop something, I may not say nothing to you, but I watch it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But love, it's been great talking to you.
Likewise.
And tell the people how they can stay abreast on, keep up with you, your
Yeah.
social media and
So
everything.
I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube, Instagram. Everything is Lady Rock Music, and that's Lady with the I. Or you could simply go to www.ladyrock.com.
Lady Rock. I thank you.
Thank
And
you.
hold tight for about 5 minutes because I gotta ask you something, okay?
Oh,
All right. Take care, everybody. Lady Rock. Check her out, man. She dope. Yeah. That young lady, I've been knowing her for a while, like a long while. And I remember the first time I met her, we was down at in New Haven. We was actually it was in Fairhaven. It was at a park in Fairhaven. And she was rhyming. And her and her brother was there, and they were dope. And I I just asked them like, what y'all do, and then come to find out that I worked with her mother, and it was just a crazy story. But anyway, man, thank everyone for watching, and everyone that came through, and I appreciate you. Continue. We're gonna keep trying to give you uh, more examples of Black royalty and Black excellence, and we're gonna keep striving to be the best type of show and network that we can, just for you, and give you some inspiration, and give some inspiration and motivation. And thank you for all your comments in my inbox about the show. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. I'm gonna continue to try to keep trying to upgrade and give you a better experience with this. My guests are gonna be phenomenal, as they always are. I'm lined up now for the next 8 weeks, so we good. We're gonna see this Black excellence in full effect. So take care, and remember, in order for you to receive a blessing, you must first be a blessing. Peace.